What's going on, everybody? It's Steve and Oli from Precision Boxing and Mixed Martial Arts. Today we just wanted to go over a couple of essential boxing footwork. Something that you should know whether you're brand new or whether you've been training for a long time. These are things that you're going to need to be able to implement into your game in a lot of different situations. So first and foremost, it's just moving with punches. This sounds simple, but this is a really important thing to be able to practice. I got to be able to go in every single direction competently enough to be able to bring my offense with me, right? So first, I just start with steps. If I want to step towards Steve-O, he's probably going to step back as I come in. I'm going to step with my lead foot, regardless of what stance I'm in. Front foot goes forward, right? Boom, boom. If I want to go backwards, I'm moving that back foot first. Boom, boom. If I'm going to my left, moving my left foot first. If I'm going to my right, moving my right foot first. Pretty self-explanatory, right? I got to be able to do that throwing punches as well. A good punch to learn that with is your jab. So I pop my jab right off my lead hand. If I'm going forward, the lead foot and lead hand are landing in conjunction. So right when I would land my jab, pop, that's when that first step lands. When I retract, I bring my back foot with me. If I'm throwing another one, pop, same time. If I'm going backwards, I got to time the jab with my back foot, right? Moving backwards, back foot first. So boom, right when that foot lands, that's when my jab lands. When I retract, I bring my trail leg with me. Then I step back, jab lands, I bring my trail leg with me. The same concept applies to the left and the right. If I'm jabbing my left, I move my left foot. If I'm jabbing my right, I move my right foot. All right? So we got to be able to punch in every direction, moving with someone. You know, positions are constantly changing. When they're firing at us, we need to be able to skirt around them and create these flank angles without necessarily like plodding our feet to get there. So let's say maybe I'm moving towards Steve and he throws a right hand at me. I'm going to slip and step in. Notice I got a little bit closer on that. From here, I'm going to execute a quarter turn, an essential piece of footwork that we all need. I'm going to plant on my lead foot. My back foot is going to whip behind me like a dragon's tail. Boom. And now I should have a flank angle, looking him in his ear at perfect distance to land my cross or my jab, or even step in and follow up with some additional shots. So again, guys, this is my quarter turn, stepping into my lead side, right? So if I don't step in, if I just do that quarter turn right here, I'm right in front of him for him to hit, right? I haven't gone anywhere. So I need to step in, getting past his punches. Then when I turn, I'm now facing him, right? Let's look at that again. If I'm right here, I'm giving him the angle on me. But if I simply step close enough, I have the angle on him. We have to learn this quarter turn in both directions. So that time I slip this way and cut along diagonally to my lead side. This time maybe he throws a jab. I'm going to slip this way. I can still do that quarter turn. Boom. Couple different ways I like to do this one. On that slip, as the jab came, I stepped my rear foot, my right foot, to my right so I could get out of the way. Now I can also step my lead foot out, which will make it more of a classic quarter turn. So as that jab comes, I can step here, turn to face him, right? Let's do that one right from here. So if that jab comes out, I can step out this way, almost turn my back to him, not quite. You can kind of see my lat, turn, and now I have a good angle on him. The alternative to that, like I said before, I step out my right foot, turn my toes to face him, and I still have that same angle. Small difference, but you're going to want to be familiar with both. The third piece of footwork that everybody needs to know, everybody needs to be fluent and competent with, is the D'Amato shift. Very similar to the quarter turn. On the quarter turn, I ended up a good distance away from Steve where I could throw long strikes. The shift allows you to stay in close quarters and keep a little bit of a closer distance and continue inside fighting if that's what you desire, right? So again, maybe the same setup. He throws that right hand, I slip in. Instead of whipping this back foot around me, I'm going to bring my rear foot to where my lead foot is now and turn my toes to face him. Boom. I'm just skirting around him a little bit with that little motion. Now this, after I'd slipped, my right shoulder is forward. This shift serves to reload that hand. Boom, bang, bang. We can just keep attacking from there. All right, so same setup. Again, that right hand comes, I can slip, I can shift, boom, boom, boom. Now, the shift is not dependent on the slip, right? I could just be throwing my own offense. I could be hitting him and going to my own shift right from there. There are many different setups, right? I'm just using the slip for right now. Again, we need to be able to go to both sides of this. So if he throws the jab, I can slip and step across like I did before. Reload, getting my left hand going on, right? Or I can simply step to the side, skirt around him, bringing my rear foot to where my lead foot went, and land in those shots. So moving with our punches, being able to go in every direction as we're throwing our offense, being able to step in, quarter turn to cut the appropriate angle, and being able to step in and shift around people. There are going to be 3 pieces of footwork that are absolutely essential to become competent at landing punches and then getting out of there after you throw, right? That's probably the most important thing when I see new guys boxing. They might have great offense, they might land some sick combinations, and then they're standing there watching their work, they get blasted. So if you have this footwork, just to step off line, turn, create a new angle on them, you're gonna have a lot more success. So next time you're training, try it with a partner, or if you don't have anybody there, something I like to do, get a glove, pop it out there. I can quarter turn around it, right? I can go both ways. I can shift around it. I can just throw punches in movement forward and backward. It's just a point of reference in space for me. So give it a shot, guys. Thank you so much.